Spring has arrived, and so has the 2015 World Cup Tour. What began back in 2006 is now entering its 10th season. This global tour was launched to give World Cup archery a bigger platform and make this ancient sport more relevant and prominent. It's done just that thanks to great support from cities such as Shanghai. The World Archery Federation has attracted more athletes, grown the fan base around the globe, and put bows and arrows center stage in the public eye. Now all eyes once again turn towards China, where the outdoor season starts in Shanghai for the 4th year in a row. Wherever you happen to be logging on and watching, ni hao, hola, konnichiwa, dzień dobry, merhaba, privyet, shalom, guten tag, bonjour, buongiorno, good day mates, and aloha. Welcome to the boulevard along the Huangpu River in the Pudong district of Shanghai, financial capital of the Far East, where today some of the best and the brightest will try to cash in here at Stage 1. Along with GBR's Naomi Folkard, I'm Carl Archey, and we're very glad that you could be with us no matter what time of day it is, wherever in this world you may happen to be. Naomi, great to see you again. It's been a great week out here in Shanghai.
Thank you. Hello. Yeah, it's lovely and sunny. Everyone's ready to go.
You had great conditions this week for qualifying, and now we're on Sunday. We're going to have great conditions today for the competition here in as we get set for the team matches. And honestly, let's be upfront about this. In Recurve today, it's going to be a showcase, at least in the team matches, for Japan and Korea.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. I think Germany will put up a good fight. They've shot really well this tournament. But yeah, Korea's going to have a good day today.
And one of the surprises has been Spain.
Yes, Spain in the men's recurve. Yeah, I think they had a couple of lucky matches in the head-to-heads coming up to the finals. So we'll see how they do in the finals.
So we take a look at the weather conditions. 21 degrees Celsius, humidity, not too bad here today, but ideal. I would think ideal almost conditions for scoring.
Yeah, it's just a slight breeze. It might be a little bit different to what they've been practicing in the warm-up before the finals, so we'll just see where the first arrows go, and then we'll know what's going on.
And we're about to find out. Here we go with the women's team bronze medal match featuring Japan and the United States. The USA ranked 7th after qualifying this week, coming out of the tunnel first. United States scoring straight set win over Spain in the 1/8 round, and a 6-2 win over Russia in the quarterfinals before being shut out 6-0 by the German in the semis. So let's meet the team from the United States, and it's a little bit of a new look, except for the fact that Katuna Lorig is anchoring this team. She's joined by the newcomers Lenola Pritchard and Ariel Gibelaro. Both Pritchard and Gibelaro, both 20 years of age, and of course Katuna Lorig, the veteran on this crew. And they will go up against the 5th-seeded team from Japan. Japan this week scoring a 6-0 win over North Korea, then a 5-1 win over China in the quarterfinals, before getting blanked by Korea 6-0 in the semifinals. Of course, last year, Japan won the gold medal here in Shanghai at Stage 1. They were led by Hayakawa Ren that time as they beat North Korea. Now they will feature Kawanaka Kaori, Hayashi Yuki, and Nagamine Saori. Those are the 3 archers. Kaori, 23 years of age, Yuki, 30 years old, and Saori, Nagamine Saori, 21 years old. So just about to get started here on the River Boulevard in Shanghai. First match of the day, as Japan takes on a United States team, and this is the team the United States has chosen to go to Copenhagen, try to qualify for the Olympics in Rio.
Yeah, the World Championships this year is really important for all the recurve archers, because the top 8 teams at the World Championships will win the Olympic places there.
So Japan will be on target number 1, and the United States on target number 2. Japan shooting. So a 9 to start things off. And Naomi, why don't you go ahead and explain to those who are watching us the scoring system. We're using the set system here today.
Yeah, so each team will shoot 6 arrows each, and that will make up a set. And then if you win a set, you get 2 points. If you tie the set, you get 1, or if you lose, you get none. And then it's the first team to win 5 set points.
Target you, me.
So a 9, then a 10. And once again, Japan trying to win this first set. That will not help their cause, as that shot wound up in the red ring. Nagamine Saori.
Strong shot, Ariel.
Ariel Gibelaro of the United States, 20 years of age. Ranked in the top 200, and she drills one.
Go, Nola. Transfer, make the transfer.
And takes a little bit of the pressure off, doesn't it? Breaks the ice.
Yeah. She'll be more confident now going forwards.
Nine,
and they are
good shot.
quite a new team, so they're not going to have that much
Stay
experience.
strong.
Most of the experience comes with Katuna Lorig.
That's a great start. Yeah, it's just going to have helped out her 2 teammates and given them advice, and she's really encouraging.
Katuna, of course, has shot for 3 different countries at 5 different Olympiads. World of experience.
Target you, me.
She'll be helping out those other 2 20-year-old archers on the U.S. team. Meanwhile, Japan coming back with a good shot right there. Kawanaka Kaori. And this is a good look at Hayashi Yuki, 30 years of age, ranked 44th in the world. Not quite sure if she caught that line or not.
I think it's a 9.
She hopes so.
Target you, me.
Nagamine Saori, 21 years of age.
Oh, it's with the first run.
In the same general vicinity,
Just like last
so
time,
she scores a 7. And the United States is poised to take this first set with some solid shooting.
That's right, I left 8.
Drifts off to the left into the red ring.
Aim right 9.
Yeah, they seem to think that there's a bit of a breeze going on there. The coach giving them advice on where to aim.
10.
Lanola Pritchard makes the adjustment.
You got this, woman. Strong shot.
Lovely shooting.
With encouragement like that, how could she miss? Katuna Lorig wraps up the set for the United States. And the Americans grab a 2-0 lead in the match as they come out shooting very, very well to start this competition. So the USA going up 2-0. Just underway here in Shanghai on a Sunday morning, a brilliant, beautiful Sunday morning. Breeze is a little bit stronger than it was yesterday, but these archers will take these conditions.
It's great to see the American team. They're all talking and talking about shooting good shots, and they're generally having fun. Where the Japanese not.
Not so much fun at the moment, but things can turn around. We've seen that happen in a hurry. And if Japan can come back and take this next set, they're right back in the match. The world record, by the way, in this event, 231 points posted by South Korea. That was in Beijing at the Olympics in 2008. So a packed crowd in the stands here in Shanghai for the recurve competition.
Stay in the bubble.
And with Japan trailing by 2, they will shoot first.
Okay.
Wide right.
Perhaps overcompensating for the win.
Ms. Kawanaka with an 8.
It is hard when the wind's coming towards you. It can change directions, whether it's straight towards you and it doesn't really affect the arrow, to slightly at an angle when it does. Where if it was, 90 degrees to the way you're shooting, it's not going to be that variable.
And the wind can change from shot to shot.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Took her time, it paid off. Nagamine Saori, 21 years old. Won a team bronze medal at stage 1 in Shanghai last year. Trying to do the same this year, but her team will have to come from behind.
7 high. It's okay, that was her.
7, 7.
And as we widen out, you can see the arrow
You got plenty of
up
time.
high in the 7 ring.
Plenty of time.
Pritchard trying to balance that out, but comes up with an 8.
Let's go, woman. Stay strong.
And a 10 from Katuna would put the U.S. back within 2. Instead, it's another 8. And Japan.
Yeah, they've given Japan a good chance here.
Yes, Japan sitting in a much better position right now in this set.
Okay, girls, let's get in the bubble.
Ms. Kawanaka, 23 years of age. And she comes through with another 10. So the momentum shifting here in the second set of our first match of the day. Women's bronze medal match here at stage 1.
Okay, 来たぞ. Hey!
And the Japanese team has figured some things out.
Yeah, they've got it sorted. They've got a good routine. She does look nervous, this one.
Little shaky. Holding, releasing, and scoring a 10. Seemed to hold for an eternity.
She did, but she's made up for 2 7s in the first set. 2 10s.
So essentially this set has gone to Japan, and they'll pick up the 2 set points. The United States, this is out of reach, this set. And the match will go to 2 apiece at 2-2, regardless of these next 2 shots by Lenola Pritchard, which is a nice 9. And then Katuna Lorig will try to finish it out in style and get some momentum going into the next set.
10. There we go.
Sure. And she wants to stay in rhythm. And she does. So Katuna Lorig, who, as we said, has competed in 5 Olympiads for 3 different countries. First Olympic Games, she represented the Soviet Union at the 92 Games in Barcelona. Then she represented Georgia at the 96 Games and the 2000 Games. Came to the United States and competed for the USA in the 2000 Games in Beijing, where she finished 5th individually, and then was in London at 2012. Not a bad resume. Why not? Why not? It's a good life. So we're tied at 2 after the first 2 sets. The USA taking set number 1, Japan coming back and taking set 2 in convincing fashion right now, so we're back all even. Once again, first team to score 5 or more points wins the match. And if they tie in a set, they'll split the points, each team receiving 1 point. And if we're tied, we go to a shoot-off. Third set about to begin. Kawanaka Kaori. Great shot to start the third set.
The Japanese are meaning business now.
A little bit of a slow start in that first set, but they've caught on. And now Hayashi Yuki with a 9 just outside the 10 ring.
That's okay. It's not great, but you know it could be good enough to beat the Americans. We'll see what they've got.
So 27 points combined on those first 3 shots by Japan. And Ariel Gibellaro with a 9.
Interestingly, Ariel has 2 arrow rests on a row. I've got no idea why. I think I might ask her.
Pritchard peering through that sight at the 10 ring.
That's good.
Let's go, woman. Stay strong.
And Katuna Lorig, who taught Jennifer Lawrence all she knows about shooting a bow and arrow, comes through with a 10 herself. Another 10 for Katuna.
Katuna loves shooting in finals.
Embracing the moment. But so are the Japanese archers. That could be a 10. We'll have to see. Kawanaka Kaori with a shot on the line. Setting things up for her teammate Hayashi Yuki, who won 3 medals at both Asian Grand Prix in 2014. But this time only a 7, so the best that Japan can hope for is 53 points in this set. Nagamine Saori trying to deliver, but hers drifts wide to the right.
She's over probably for a teammate 7.
Aim right 9 still.
So again, opportunity for the United States right here to forge ahead.
The Windsocks aren't doing anything right now.
9. Good shot. Left.
Ariel Gibellaro with another solid
Right
shot.
9. Make the transfer.
Pritchard
Nice.
puts up an 8.
Low right. Yeah.
It's good enough.
Strong shot, woman. Just shoot your shot.
And Katuna going for the kill here in this third set to give the USA a 4-2 lead,
Nice,
which she
nice.
does. So the United States takes the set 55-50, picks up the 2 set points, and goes back up ahead 4-2. And would actually only need to split this next set to win the match.
Yes.
And the bronze medal.
Yeah, they just need 1 more point. And if Japan win the match, then it'll go to a tiebreak. If Japan win the set, it'll go to a tiebreak.
So the Japanese archers, well aware of their situation, backs against the wall a little bit right now. But you faced these situations all week long during qualifying, and you're used to this. You've been here before. If you get to this point, you've faced this situation before, many times.
Absolutely, yeah. You're all so likely to end up being a set or 2 sets behind, and then you can still win the match from that. It's fine.
So far from over right now as you have a good look at the River Boulevard here in Shanghai on a absolutely beautiful sun-splashed Sunday morning. Gorgeous weather.
Yeah, Japan,
Sunscreen weather.
Japan just needs to stick to the routine. They know how to shoot times. They need to just shoot as good as they can.
Ms. Kawanaka, looking relaxed, steps up, straddles the shooting line before the packed grandstands here in Shanghai. Draws it back, anchors the string, and releases a 9. Kawanaka Kaori, a member of the team that won a bronze medal at the Olympics in 2012. And that shot, not what the Japanese were hoping for. Not in this situation, facing elimination.
No. They need to be piling the pressure onto America, really.
9s and 10s, and there's a 9.
America will see their chance.
Shoot your process. Shoot your shot. Right 9-8.
So Ariel Gibelero, who finished 33rd at Shanghai and Medellin last year on the World Cup Tour, with a good solid shot to start this 4th set of the day here in the women's bronze medal match. Followed by Lenola Pritchard. Steady bow hand.
Nice, nice.
Steady shot.
Way to finish that shot. Stay with it. Breathe. Strong shot, woman. Just shoot your shot, nice and strong.
Nice shot.
Nice, 9.
9-9-9 for the Americans, who take a 1-point edge midway through the 4th set. Katuna shooting quickly.
Yeah.
You're just hang right. Just keep right 9.
Japan have got to shoot good now to have a chance.
They started off slowly with 9-8-9 on the first 3 shots of the 4th set, but they pick it up right there. Ms. Kawanaka with a 10. Kawanaka coming through in the clutch. Hoping Hayashi Yuki can do the same. Got it in the 9 ring. And a 10 right here would really put some pressure on the Americans.
Oh, she does look nervous.
Look at that elbow. Reflected in the shot.
Yeah. Let's see what the Americans have got. I think they could win this.
How many pounds would you assume she was pulling, drawing back that time? What's the range?
Mostly between probably 38 and 44 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that the Japanese girls are at the lower end of that. I think Katuna's, she's on 46, 48, something like that. She's strong.
This is a strong shot by Gibelaro. 4 straight 9s.
Nice
Make it
shooting.
5.
Let's go, woman. Strong shot.
So here we go.
They need an 8 or better to win the match.
Miss the shot.
I think Katuna will do that.
Katuna Lorig
Nice shot.
for the kill.
Yes.
Katuna Lorig puts it away. And the USA wins the set 55-53, wins 2 more points, and wins the match by the final score of 6-2. So the USA almost a wire-to-wire victory right there, but good solid shooting from the 2 newcomers, the 20-year-olds, Lenola Pritchard and Ariel Gibelaro, both of them 20 years of age. And of course, Katuna Lorig, the experienced veteran anchoring this team, coming through with what proved to be the winning shot right there. And it never gets old, does it?
No, like being able to shoot a great shot like that, hit right in the middle of the 10 and win a match with that, that is so much fun.
Hey,
Just going to remember that for some time to go.
We're in Shanghai, we just won. This
Yeah.
is great, and they're celebrating the moment.
Yeah, they really enjoyed that. The two young girls have got great experience to bank for the future.
As many years as Katuna has been doing this, there's still such a joy about her and the way she approaches the sport and conducts herself and has a great time out there. So it's reflected in the scores. USA comes away with a 6-2 win here in the shadows. And we do say shadows as the sun is shining today. Shadows of the Oriental Pearl Tower is one of the many great sights here in Shanghai. City of amazing architecture. We're happy to be back in Shanghai once again this year, where the fans have come out in droves on a Sunday morning to watch the best in the business in archery. The United States completing a strong week, had that win over Spain in the 1/8 round, defeated Russia in the quarterfinals, lost to Germany in the semifinals, but rebounds with a big 6-2 win over Japan in the bronze medal match. So the bronze goes to the United States, and hats off to the team from Japan. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'm sure I'll say it in the future. I think it's just a major accomplishment getting to a medal match in and of itself. And getting to the women's team gold medal match are the teams from Germany and Korea. And first out, the team from Germany. Seeded third after qualifying. Germany scoring a 6-2 win over Mexico, getting a 5-4 win in a shoot-off with Chinese Taipei, and then blanking the United States 6-0. And as they line up, we will introduce you to the trio from Germany shooting today. And there's a lot of experience out there for Germany today as well. Karina Winter, Veronika Heidenchalova, and Lisa Unruh. So an experienced team for Germany, taking on a team that has some youth and experience from Korea. The Koreans, once again, dominating this week. The Korean women's team scoring a 7-1 win in the quarterfinals, and then, a 6-0 win over France, a 6-0 win over Vietnam, and a 6-0 win over Japan. So, in those three matches, they didn't lose a single set, Naomi.
No, they didn't. I wonder if we'll see the same again now. It's possible.
It has been a dominating week as Korea has blanked France, Vietnam, and Japan to get to the gold medal match. Kang Chae-yong, Choi Mi-soon, and Ki Bo-bae, who's making her comeback this year after being away last year. But Ki Bo-bae anchoring this team. The two youngsters, Kang Chae-yong and Choi Mi-soon, both of them 18 years of age. And it just speaks to just the depth and the talent that exists in the country of Korea. They're able to bring two 18-year-olds to Shanghai and get to the gold medal match.
Absolutely. For Korea, it's probably harder to make their team than to win a World Championships. It's crazy.
The competition is intense in Korea.
Yeah, it is. At the trials, they have so many archers that are over 1300 standard. 1300 is not a good score in Korea. 1350 is probably not even a good score in Korea.
That 10 by Ki Bo-bae was a pretty good score. And Korea starts off with 2 9s and a 10. Choi Mi-soon with a 9 on that third shot. Kang Chae-yong leading off with a 9. And here is Karina Winter.
The Germans have shot well to get here. I think they could put up a good fight.
Look strong against the Americans. a straight set win over the United States in the semifinals. But Chalova faltering a little bit on her first shot.
They're giving each other information about where they've been aiming and what they think the wind's doing.
So now here's a look at Lisa Unruh. A little low. So pretty much all over the map.
Yeah, her release on that looked a little bit soft.
So immediately Korea up by 3. As Kang Chae-won sets the table for Kibobe, the 2012 Olympic gold medalist in London, showing her Olympic form. And Choi Mi-soon joining her in that 10 ring.
That's good shooting. And they've taken that set already.
Choi Mi-soon, 18 years old, competing in her second international tournament. And the pressure clearly on the shoulders of the German team.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep up right now.
Karina will be back this afternoon in the individual matches, up for bronze. So this is good experience for her to understand what the field's doing.
And Germany finally dials in right there. Veronika Heidenschalova, who won a team silver championship in Nîmes in 2014, and sees her teammate Lisa Unruh finish off the set. Korea will take it by 6, 57-51, and forge ahead in the match 2-0. Coming up in just a few minutes on the men's side of the ledger, it'll be Indonesia and Spain in the men's bronze medal match, and then in the men's gold medal match, it'll be Japan and Korea. Right now, everybody trying to find a little bit of shade here in Shanghai. Skies have cleared, sun's come out. Temperature probably, I'm trying to remember.
Probably about 25, 28 degrees, yeah.
Right. Which in my world is about 70, 80 degrees. Something like that. Shirt sleeve weather, we'll put it that way.
Yeah, when the sun comes out here, it is sweltering. It makes you really quite sticky.
Right alongside the river. But we'll take it. Great, great weather here.
It's interesting, the orientation that we've got of the field this year, we're shooting towards the sun. And so all the archers have got to wear a hat to make sure that the sun's not shining in their eyes and they can still see. But it doesn't seem to be a problem for any of them.
Facing the river now, able to see those cargo ships and pleasure boats passing by, but I'm sure the focus is totally on that as Karina Winter scores an 8. Chalova, 38 years old, ranked 63rd in the world. Just grabbing that line. And hoping that Lisa Unruh, who's been ranked as high as 13th in the world back in 2008, hoping she can come through and put some pressure on the Korean team. That won't do it.
No, it won't. And the body language of Lisa there, you can tell she's pissed off with that.
The youngster, Kang Chae-young, 18 years old, and she's unranked. Unranked.
Yeah.
And she'll be in the, I believe, the gold medal match this afternoon.
Yes, and the mixed team gold, I think, as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Against Choi. This Choi. In the individuals.
Choi Mi-soon,
well.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Teammates now, opponents later.
Yeah.
And Kibo Bae back in form. Did not shoot for Korea in 2014. Worked as a TV commentator, of all things.
Oh.
How about that? But she's back.
And I think Kibo Bae, is she in the bronze medal match later as well?
Mm-hmm.
So all three of them are coming back this afternoon.
The Koreans dominant in recurve competition.
9, 2.
Karina Winter, one better than her initial shot in this set. Hayden Shalova, who finished 9th in Nîmes in individual match play back in 2014. And Germany's still looking for that big shot, something to light their fire.
They're lacking tens, aren't they?
Need a spark.
9, 2.
Solid shooting, but not the big shot that they need to really put the pressure on Korea. Another 10 for Kang Chae-young.
Yeah.
Won a gold medal as a cadet at the 2011 Youth Championships in Poland.
Wow.
9, 2.
Solid shooting, isn't it?
And that's all really that's called for right now.
Yeah.
Not much pressure on the Koreans. 5 or better. An 8, but that'll get it done.
Just fine.
And Korea will take the set and go ahead 4-0 in the match. Once again, they did not drop a single set in the 3 matches leading up to this gold medal match.
It looks like they're going to continue that trend, doesn't it?
It does look that way. I mean, it would be almost a major victory if you could win 1 set against the Koreans.
Yeah, at this point in time, it would be.
As well as their shooting. Just to reiterate, Korea knocked off France 6-0, scored a 6-0 victory over Vietnam, and then defeated Japan 6-0 to qualify for the gold medal match. And right now, they've won the first 2 sets right here.
Yeah, Germany to pull their socks up and get some tens in.
You've been in this situation before. What do you tell yourself?
I just tell yourself that all you can do is your best. Just shoot normal. You can't do anything special. It's too late to do anything special. Just do what you always do, and hopefully it will come.
Those fireworks you hear for a wedding, but they may be for a Korean victory here in just a minute or so. Just one more thing to contend with as you're at the shooting line.
We've had it all week, to be fair. Like randomly, like fireworks will start.
Welcome to China.
That's a good start for Germany.
Very good start. Karina Winter finding the center of the target. Now Veronika Hayden-Shalova.
Nice.
Another 10.
10, 3.
So Germany coming to life here in the 3rd set, trailing 4-0. If they can take this set, it changes the complexion of this match. And it would certainly break the string by Korea. There's a string of 10s put together.
That's the form they've been showing all week.
Good look at the newcomer, Kang Chae-young. raises the level of her game. And here's Kibo Bay. Another 10. Kibo Bay, who debuted on the World Cup scene back in 2010 with the gold medal here in Shanghai. Going for the gold again. Counting on her teammate Choi Mi-soon, who comes through.
Nice
3 straight
shooting.
10s.
That's how you answer a 30 with another 30. Fabulous shooting.
So the Germans shoot 3 10s on their first 3 shots and then stand there and watch Korea match that.
Yeah.
8, 5.
You'd hope to have a little advantage after shooting
You
a
would
30.
hope. You would hope. But when Korea does that, I got to think it's a little bit deflating.
Yeah.
Haydn Shalova really needing to come through with a 10. Instead, it's a 9.
9, 9.
And the door is open for Korea. Lisa Unruh cannot come through with the 10 that they were hoping for.
They've given Korea a big chance there, haven't they? And they know it.
The red carpet has been rolled out for Korea.
Wow. Yeah, excellent.
And there's that first step down that red carpet ride. King Chae-young. Interesting they would have Kibo Bay shooting second.
Yeah.
9,
For the experienced member of the team would normally go last, if not first, but not second.
I think it's indicative of how much confidence they have in the 2 newcomers.
Yeah.
And they're putting
Yeah.
it in the hands right now of Choi Mi-soon to put it away, and she does.
That's great shooting. We'll see them again later in the individuals and mixed team.
When they were actually put to the test and some pressure was applied, they answered with a 59 out of 60.
Yeah, they shot even better. Yeah.
They just instinctively picked it up, shot much, much better, shot their best set in that third set. And they go through this stage, this entire stage, without, well, at least the last 4 matches without dropping a single set. That's remarkable.
Yeah. It just shows you how consistent they are and how high is that.
Is there an intimidation factor?
Possibly, but on the other hand, you might think that there's no pressure on you, so you're more likely to shoot well and
Just
have
relax
a
and
chance.
shoot well. Yeah. It could go either way,
Yeah.
but today it goes the way of Korea as expected, and they win it again, blanking their opponent in straight sets. And so Germany joins that fraternity along with Mexico, Chinese Taipei, or excuse me, France, Vietnam, and Japan. And now Germany. Those 4 teams all falling in straight sets to the women from Korea, who win the women's team gold medal. Germany goes home with the silver, and the United States goes home with the bronze. But Korean domination on display here at stage 1 in Shanghai, and it may set the tone for the rest of the day. As Naomi Fulkart has mentioned already, we'll see much, much more of the Korean women and the Korean men throughout this day here in Shanghai. So Korea getting off to a great start, winning that match 6-0. Never really threatened, never really pressured. It'll be interesting to see if anybody can put them to the test today. As you see, I believe that's Dr. Erdener, who is the president of the World Archery Federation. And now we get set for the men. It will be the men's team bronze medal match. Should be an interesting one. with 4th-seeded Indonesia taking on the 14th-seeded team from Spain. Indonesia first out on the field of play. Indonesia with a good week, beating North Korea 5-1. India 5-1 in the quarterfinals before falling to Korea 5 in the semifinals. The 3 archers from Indonesia: Riau Agatha, Hendra Purnama, and Muhammad Hanif Vijaya. Purnama, 18 years of age. Vijaya, 18 years of age. The most experienced archer is Agatha, who we'll see later on today in the afternoon in the individual matches in the men's gold medal match. He will anchor this team, which goes up against the team from Spain. Spain winning a tiebreaker against Chinese Taipei 5-4, then a 5-1 win over Australia before dropping a 5-3 loss to Japan in the semifinals. Antonio Fernandez, Juan Rodriguez, and Miguel Angel Pifare. Pifare, 22 years of age. Rodriguez, 23 years of age, as is Antonio Fernandez. So a young squad, but a good squad with some impressive wins this week. Australia, a strong team. Obviously Japan, a strong team. Japan getting to the gold medal match. So Spain certainly raised some eyes this past week with their performance. It will be Indonesia on target number 1, Spain on target number 2. Last year in Shanghai at stage 1, it was the team from the Netherlands, Rick van der Ven, Chef Vandenberg, and Mick de Bakker, that defeated Ukraine 6-2 to claim the bronze medal. On Recurve Sunday. Indonesia to shoot first. Good start.
Yeah, confidence.
A deep breath, the draw. So after Agatha's 10 and 8 for Indonesia. And another 8. So they sent their best and most experienced archer up first. He posted the 10, then 2 8s by his teammates. And now the Spaniards with a 10 to start off.
It does feel really good to shoot a 10 for the first hour of the match.
Pifare.
Feels like you're ready to go.
22-year-old Pifare. Followed up by a 9 from Fernandez. And now it is Juan Rodriguez, also 23 years of age, ranked 25th in the world. Was ranked as high as 19th a year ago. Oh, with a 7.
So they're tied?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's square.
Agatha, 23 years old. Puts up a 9 this time. And now it's Hendra Purnama's turn.
Yep.
That was good shooting.
Does well. Purnama competing at the Youth Championships in China in 2013 and the Youth Olympics in China 2014. No medals yet. Hoping to change that today, and boy, oh boy, with shooting like that by Vijaya, who came in unranked. Indonesia puts itself in good position right now to take this first set, possibly. It would take 3 straight 10s from the Spaniards to capture this set. Now the best they can hope for is a tie and a split.
So you could tell by the reaction on his face that he knew it was not going to go in the middle. As soon as the arrow goes, if the balance isn't quite right, you know it's going to go somewhere.
And that time it went into the red ring, so Indonesia does take the first set. Spain strong with the first 3 shots of that set, but then drifting off a bit with the final 3 shots of the set. And so Indonesia moves ahead 2-0. Once again, Spain with a good strong week, winning the tiebreaker with Chinese Taipei 5-4, scoring that 5-1 win over Australia before falling to Japan in the semifinals 5-3. Plenty of time to regroup and come back against Indonesia. Sunglasses, sunscreen, sunshade, all of the order of the day here in China.
Both teams have plenty of support from their other team members. They're enjoying watching.
And you'll take shade anywhere you can get it today, even from your credential. It's interesting, see those little umbrellas we've got down there? Those are protecting the cameras that give us those low-angle tight shots of the target. Usually you need those umbrellas here in China. Not the case today. And the wind as well. Shifting a little bit, but certainly not gale force winds.
Yeah, I think the wind is slightly stronger than it was for the women's matches. It looks like the flags are fluttering harder and the windsock as well.
Of course, for somebody who comes from the GBR, these winds are light and calm.
Yeah.
You're used to shooting in stiff gale breezes.
I'd rather not.
Let's not say we did. There's a 9 to start off the second set.
Yeah.
For Spain. Pifare. Now Antonio Fernandez. Fernandez finds the range. He was 17th at Shanghai last year at stage 1. And Rodriguez, who was 17th in Wroclaw last year, 5th in Medellin, also 17th, tied for 17th in Shanghai in 2014. Perhaps the most experienced archer on this Spanish team, which puts up 27 points, and Indonesia comes flying out of the gates with a 10 right there. Agatha is making his 3rd World Cup appearance. Purnama, 18 years old, coming through with another 10. Muhammad Hanif Vijaya.
It's good shooting from the Indonesian team. They all have good technique. You know, standard, yeah, everything's in the right place, and the shots all look strong.
They have a 2-point lead with the final 3 shots of this set coming up. Spain scoring a 9 on that shot by Perfare. The unranked 22-year-old is competing in his 3rd World Cup event. And another 9 by Fernandez. So here is Juan Rodriguez, who won a team bronze medal at the European Grand Prix in France back in 2013. Close, but not quite.
Yeah, Indonesia have a good chance here.
And they know it. Rio Agatha with a few points to play with. Puts it in the red ring. And now will depend on his 2 teammates, Purnama and Vijaya, to come through and take the set. Purnama puts it right where he wants it. Or excuse me, that was Vijaya. This is Hendra Purnama. My apologies. Looked a little shaky.
He did.
But
it's good enough.
Held it together.
Even as long as you make the shot as strong as you can, then the nerves don't interfere with the shot.
What would cause you to hold that long?
Nerves.
Wind, nerves?
Yeah, mostly nerves. Tensing up.
Thinking too much?
Thinking, yeah.
Paralysis through analysis. That's not the case for the team from Indonesia right now, seeded 4th, taking on the 5th seeded team, or excuse me, the 14th seeded team from Spain. On paper, Indonesia came in as the favorite, being the higher seed, but Spain has defied the odds this past week just by getting to this bronze medal match. Right now, they find themselves in a little bit of trouble, trailing 4-0 after the first 2 sets. Indonesia shooting very, very strong, and it's not just Rio Agatha. Agatha's getting a lot of help from Purnama and Vijaya as well, the 2 18-year-olds who are unranked. But they look like they belong here. Acting like it, shooting like it. Spanish fans not throwing in the towel just yet. Spain trying to keep this match going and avoid being swept. Mickey Pifare.
Ooh. Oh. That was a good save.
Didn't hurt him quite as much as you thought it was going to.
No.
Now Antonio Fernandez, who won a bronze at the European Grand Prix in France in 2013, competed at the London Olympics as well. He puts up a 9.
I think the wind is starting to push them down a little bit, maybe. It is a headwind, and it is getting stronger.
Pushed that shot down into the 8 ring. Rodriguez. Not what he had in mind. So right now, Spain very, very vulnerable. Maybe less vulnerable after that 6.
Everything can change so quickly.
That 6 certainly changes the complexion of this set. Although 2 10s right here, and they're tied up with Spain. Close, but not quite. So Spain will avoid being swept, as Purnama will try to put it in the 10 ring. But even if he does, Indonesia will come up 1 point short. In fact, they come up 2 points short. Well, could come up. We're midway through the set. In a position like that.
The wind totally died down then. The wind socks are now doing nothing. They've got to be on the ball and watch what the flags are doing.
And you could tell as soon as he released that shot, he was not happy.
Yeah.
Regretting that shot. Antonio Fernandez wishing he could have that one back. Juan Rodriguez trying to salvage things, and he comes through with a 10, but after that start, Spain had a great opportunity to ice this set and put it away. Now Indonesia with a chance to wrap up the match. Maybe not.
I think they're all getting a
Still
little
have a
bit
chance.
nervous.
You can see his shirt fluttering in the breeze. And the wind is picking up a little bit out there on the shooting line.
So Spain's got the set.
Yep. Despite the fact they did not shoot as well as they'd hoped to, Indonesia helps them out. And regardless of Purnama's shot, which is perfect, just about perfect, they will come up 2 points short in the set. And the set goes to Spain, and Spain will not be swept. In fact, Spain is back in the match now.
Yeah, they were lucky. So they need to regroup, refocus, get some good shots done in the next set.
In your opinion, Naomi, is it the wind picking up right now that's affecting these archers?
I think it's a bit of the wind and a little bit of nerves. Just not. I mean, the wind could be making them a little bit nervous if they're not confident of where they need to aim. So when you're not confident of where you need to aim, you need to make sure that the shot's even more, strong. The shot's got to be good, and then they can feed back the information to their teammates.
Of course, we're looking at 6 athletes out there who are 23 years of age, 23 years of age, 22 years of age, 18, a couple of 18-year-olds. Agatha's 23 years old. They've been around. It's not that they haven't been around and they haven't shot before, but to be on this stage and to be in this environment, that's a little bit different.
Yeah, we don't usually see the Indonesians and the Spanish on the World Cup finals stage. So, yeah, they're going to be a little bit immature, inexperienced.
A little out of their element right now.
Yeah.
The Koreans, they've been here, well, some of them have been here before. We just watched 2 young women who were 18 years of age who were unranked. They came in and did just fine.
Yeah. And the same with the American 2 girls who are young.
But everybody reacts differently. So there's an 8 by Miguel Ángel Pifare. Now Fernandez, who shot a 7 in that past set, that third set, and comes back strong.
Muy bien.
Muy bien, indeed. Good look at Juan Rodriguez, who eyes it, tries it, but buys an 8.
They could do with more than that, to be fair.
So Spain still looking to put together a good string. That's in the red ring. So Agatha with an 8 to start off the 4th set. Just inside the line for a 9. shooting for the lead. Not quite.
It's a good group.
So Spain in the driver's seat right now, up by 1 midway through this 4th set. If you're just joining us, welcome to stage 1.
You can see the flags in the background.
Flags really starting to whip around, but Spain handling the wins. Pifare with a nice shot. Put that one in the 9 ring. Spain trying to mount a comeback. They were trailing 4-0 after the first 2 sets. Antonio
That's a good
Fernandez. Muy caliente.
Yeah, with his shot then, you could see his execution was clean and the break between the front and the back was together and balanced.
Rodriguez.
Izquierda, 8 izquierda.
Off target.
Is it enough?
Ahora menos viento que antes. Sí. No, igual juntos. Los dos juntos. Kiri.
It's an 8.
8 kiri. Bawah. Looping.
So to split this set and win the match, Indonesia needs 2 10s on their last 2 shots of this 4th set. Otherwise, we're headed to a 5th set.
Sí, sí, vale.
Oh, it's even further. I think they aim more further.
So Spain will take the set as Vijaya is off the mark. Agatha was off the mark. So was Vijaya and Purnama. Hendra Purnama trying to win his first medal
Hey.
and trying his best. Made it close, but close doesn't count. Spain takes the set, and we're tied at 4-4.
Yep, it's our first shoot off. Let's see if Indonesia can compensate for the wind in the shoot offs.
So you hate to see that happen, don't you? They've been so carefully retrieved. They've been put in the little Kia car, driven back.
Chuck them on the floor.
Yes. Things happen. So Spain dead in the water after the first 2 sets, trailing 4-0, comes back, wins the next 2 sets. So we're tied up at 4-all and going to a shoot-off.
Right now, I think Spain's got the momentum. They've just won 2 sets. Their group was in the middle.
Indonesia started out so strong, but right now,
The tie-break's confirmed.
trying to regroup the Indonesian team. Ega Agatha, Purnama, and Vijaya.
Normalmente una.
Fernandez, Rodriguez, and Pifare shooting for Spain.
Una flecha última, ¿eh?
That heartbeat noise in the background does not help.
As if you need that. Crowd goes quiet. Wide left.
8 o'clock again. Oh, he doesn't seem to know what he's doing there. In the
Now
tie-break, the teams take it in turns, 1 hour at a time.
Alternating shots.
Eso, 10.
Yeah.
Spain with the advantage. What a comeback this would be. Pifare puts it in the 10 ring. Muhammad Hanif Vijay. Vijaya with the 10 as well. Back to Spain. Antonio Fernandez.
Oh.
Stepped away as soon as he released.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that. He's had a few go at 3 o'clock today, just from dodgy shots.
So a chance now for Indonesia to really put the pressure on Spain.
He's looking nervous though. He's shaking.
Holding.
That's
But it
enough.
works.
Yeah. So Spain have got to shoot a better 10 than they've got.
What a clutch
they
shot
might
by
all-
Purnama. So here we go.
Yeah, if Spain get a 10, it then goes on the closest arrow.
Anything less than 10, and Indonesia gets the medal.
It's a good shot.
And there it is. Indonesia will walk away with the medal as they get a 5-4 victory in the tiebreaker.
Good, exciting match, that.
A seesaw battle that went back and forth. Started off with Indonesia taking the first 2 sets. Spain coming back, winning the 3rd and 4th set, forcing the tiebreaker. Break, Purnama comes through, puts up a 10 on the final shot for Indonesia, put the pressure on Spain. Spain not able to match it, and Indonesia will walk off with the bronze medal from stage 1 in Shanghai. But great match, as you said, Naomi.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, you know, the best class standard of archery we've seen, but it's tight, it swings and roundabouts, and yeah, it's exciting.
It went back and forth. Looked like Spain had the momentum there. But credit Indonesia for recovering and being able to put up 28 points in that tiebreaker. And it's thumbs up for the trio from Indonesia. Rio Agatha, who we'll see later on in the individual matches today. Hendra Purnama and Mohammad Hanif Vijaya. 5-4. The final score as Indonesia takes the bronze. So 3 matches down and 1 more to go. Here in Shanghai, stage 1 of the 2015 opener for the World Cup campaign. I'm Carl Archie along with Naomi Volkard from the GBR. And I assume we will see you in Turkey in 3 weeks?
Yes,
All right.
I'll be there.
On the beach, Konyaaltı Beach. Stage 2 is in Antalya this year, which presents its own unique set of circumstances and challenges.
Yeah, it does, particularly the wind. Yep.
Yep. We will be on the beach. Right now we're in the shadow of these towering skyscrapers here in Shanghai on a cloudless day. Absolutely beautiful. It's a Chamber of Commerce day here in China. As we move on now for the final team match of this morning's session, it is the men's team gold medal match, and it should be a good one. Korea and Japan. Korea, top seeded. Japan, the 7th seed, and here comes Japan out of the tunnel first. The 7th seeded team from Japan coming off wins over Canada 6-0. A 5-3 win over the United States team led by Brady Ellison, and then a 5-3 win over Spain. So it's been a good run for Japan. And Japan featuring some excellent shooters. A couple of young up-and-comers and a veteran with a lot of experience on the scene.
That's a common theme, having 2 youngsters and an experienced athlete out there.
A veteran like Furukawa Takaharu, who's joined by Oniyama Naoya and Iwata Ayumi. Ayumi, 22 years old. Naoya, 20 years old. And Furukawa Takaharu, excuse me, 29 years of age. They'll be taking on a very good team from, as usual, terrific lineup for the Koreans, who are so strong again this week. Kim Woo-jin, Koo Ban-chan, and Oh Jun-yek. Those 3 knocked off Germany 6-2, defeated China in straight sets, 6-zip, and then scored a 5-1 win over Indonesia in the semifinals. So Mr. Kim, Mr. Koo, and Mr. Oh combining for the trio for Korea. That is a formidable lineup.
Yeah, it is. The all four of the men's Korean athletes shot phenomenal in the qualifying round, all over 690.
And as you said before, just making the team is tougher than actually being at a
Yeah.
World Cup event.
Yeah, it is. Kim Woo-jin, he won the World Cup final in 2012, but he didn't make the Olympic team.
Did win in Tokyo in 2012.
Yeah.
Gold medalist at the World Cup final. Takes the first shot of the day for Korea, a little bit low. But nothing ever seems to faze the Koreans. Kuban Chan, 22 years of age, 7th in the world. Won gold at the Asian Grand Prix last summer. In or out?
I think it's out. But 7 o'clock, that's where a lot of people have been going.
And now the incomparable Oh Jin-yuk, number 1 in the world back in March. And yeah, elicits that kind of response from his coach. That's what he does for a living. Shoots 10s. So the first shot of the day now for Japan, excuse me. And Japan off to a good start. Not quite as good. A shaky 7. Puts Mr. Furukawa in the position of having to shoot a 10 to keep things even. And
yeah,
did he
that's
catch
a
it?
10. Oh, well, I think it's a 10.
Naomi Folkart thinks it's a 10.
The scoreboard doesn't.
I'm sure their agent
Yeah.
will take a closer look at it after this set is over.
10!
No doubt about that. Shot by Kim Woo-jin. Mr. Kim, number 1 in the world at 2011. They just take turns of being number 1. You be number 1 this week, I'll be number 1 next week. Oh Jin-yuk. Actually, he likes to be number 1 all the time. And has been for a good deal of the past couple of years.
They're all low. They need to move the side.
So Japan with a chance to come back, tie, or perhaps win this set. And a great shot right there.
Next to his first arrow.
Iwata Ayumi, 22 years old, finished 9th at stage 1 last year here in Shanghai. Now it's Oniyama Naoya. And another 10. Japan making a bid.
It's good to see.
And Furukawa Takaharu, who has faced Oh Jin-yuk, faced him in the Olympic Games in 2012. Oh, it's a little bit high. And they tie and split. So they apparently have split the set.
But I think Japan have one more. Because they've given that 1 arrow a 9, which I think is a 10. So we'll see.
They could have won the set,
Yeah.
yes. We'll have to wait and see. They did not put an asterisk up, which
No.
surprised me. So unofficially right now, we're still awaiting the official scoring. I think Japan is too. They're anxiously awaiting that. Will it be 1-1 or will it be 2-0 in favor of Japan? And all eyes focused on that target 70 meters away here on the River Boulevard in Shanghai. And nothing official just yet.
Yeah, Japan have 2 set points.
So Japan did get the liner that time.
It is.
And that 1 point made the difference, apparently.
Yeah, so it should be 55 to Japan and 54
Or
to Korea.
to Korea. I'd have to go back and take a look, but I wonder how many times this week Korea has been tied or trailing after the first set. I bet it hasn't happened a lot.
Probably not. But they know what to do.
Kim Woo-jin, who won the World Championship title in Torino back in 2011, wide left in the 8 ring.
It is looking windy out there now. You can see the volley in the background blowing.
The windsock blowing straight out.
It's pushing them low and left.
So earlier in the day when we began with the women's bronze medal match, the wind really not a factor, but it has picked up here along the river. Right about close to noon here in Shanghai. So it's almost high noon, the wind picking up. Right now this shootout at high noon favoring the team from Japan at the moment. Iwata Ayumi with a 10. "22 years old, ranked 116th in the world. Now his teammate, Oniyama Naoya.
He looks nervous.
But held it together for an 8.
Yeah.
You don't get nervous anymore, do you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. Just checking. Mr. Furukawa never looks nervous.
No. I think the Japanese have got the win sorted where the Koreans haven't yet.
So Japan up by 4 here in the second set, already leading 2-0 in the match. And trying to pull off an upset. As Kim Woo-jin fires a 9.
Still 7 o'clock. That's their coach.
They leave no doubt, do they?
No.
No.
Everyone needs to know, apparently.
Oh Jin-hyuk, the 33-year-old who became the first Olympic medalist for a Korean male archer, winning the gold medal in London, comes through with a strong shot. But Japan with an excellent chance right here of taking this set as well. Iwata Ayumi, who scored 10 on his last shot, scores 9 on this shot.
I think so far he's got 39 out of 40.
He's been really good in the leadoff position.
Yeah.
Oniyama Naoya. Wide to the left, and so Japan needs a 10 from Furukawa if they're going to win this set and move ahead 4-0 in the match. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. In fact, they're going to drop it. They had the opportunity, and they've let Korea right back into the match.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. I thought Japan would steal it. Yeah, I think Korea are lucky there to.
Little fortunate, yes. So we're tied at 2-all as Japan had the advantage, could not come through and close out that set. And Korea hangs on to win the set 2-all. Once again, we're coming to you live on World Archery TV. Wherever in this world you may happen to be and whatever time it may happen to be in that part of the world, we're glad that you're with us for our live coverage. Stage 1 of the 2015 World Cup archery season underway. Compound competition completed yesterday. Sarah Lopez with an outstanding day. A couple of gold medals for Sarah Lopez yesterday.
I have to admit, I was on the training field all day yesterday, so
you didn't get to see any
of
that. Yeah, it was a great match between Sarah Lopez and Linda Ochoa. Linda Ochoa shot an outstanding match, but Sarah Lopez obviously motivated after last year's disastrous start.
Yeah, she had rain in her peep sight.
Yeah. Missed her first 3 shots, and it was all downhill from there. But she erased those memories yesterday. The battle cry has been sounded here in Shanghai. It's war. Kim Woo-jin with another 8. And a lot of conversation going on amongst the Korean archers. Is Kuban Chan, excuse me.
Yeah, they're going to be discussing where to aim.
And it's
It
another
didn't
8.
work. You can see all the arrow holes. Ooh, 7, 8 o'clock.
Now the Olympic champion, Oh Jun-yuk, taking his time, regrouping. The draw, the release, and another 8.
Interesting.
3 straight 8s.
I can't explain why, because they started off the last set like that. Why they're not able to move them up and over.
That could be the reason right there, that wind that is whipping around. But maybe the most consistent archer out here right now is Iwata Ayumi.
Is shooting brilliant.
In the wind, he's been drilling 110 after another. Needs some help now from Oniyama Naoya. And gets it.
That's what they need. Put Korea under pressure.
We're tied at 2 here in the 3rd set. Gold medal match in Shanghai. Mr. Furukawa, who won the silver medal in London, dropping that match to Oh Jun-yuk back in 2012, now competing against him again. Coming up with a strong shot that puts his team ahead by 5 midway through this set. 3 more shots for both of these teams. And a little bit closer to the center of the target for Kim Woo-jin. Kuban Chan.
Finally, now on the right.
Korean archers trying to figure out this wind. And Oh Jun-yuk, not the kind of shot you expect to see.
I've
or
never
you see
seen
very,
that before.
Yeah, you don't see that very often from Oh Jun-yuk.
So Japan have a good chance to take the set.
And take the lead in the match as the wind picks up again.
Yeah.
Just as Japan starts to shoot. And despite the winds really picking up, Iwata Ayumi able to drill an 8. I think under the circumstances, that was a pretty good shot.
Yeah, it did look blustery. It's going to be affecting the athletes on the line as well, their ability to shoot the shot.
A little low. But still, Furukawa Takahuru. In a great position to put this set away and put his team 2 up.
Nice, Rick.
Exactly. Consider it done. Furukawa Takahuru with another 10.
And he's going to be back later for the gold mixed team match.
Yes, he is.
So he's going to be taking all the experience in this for that match.
So Japan has done it. They have pulled off the win.
Japan, the second set.
Oh, the second set was a tie. Okay, we were trying to figure out the scoring here. We thought it had been we thought Korea had won that.
Yeah, we did.
And apparently they did not. So it was split.
No, because Korea had 53 and Japan had 52. So
All right.
maybe Japan had 53.
We apologize for the pregnant pause there as Naomi Folkard and yours truly were trying to figure out the scoring. But apparently that second set was split, which would have made the score 3-1 at that point. So by winning that third set, Japan goes ahead and wins the match 5-1. So, okay, we've got things figured out. We can put our shoes back on. We can stop counting on our fingers and toes. And we've got it figured out right now. So Japan with the win and a surprising win. I've got to say, that's an upset.
Yeah, it is. Korea just never got their spot right. Their group was just consistently 9, 8 at 7 o'clock. It's unlike them.
But give all the credit in the world to the team from Japan, led by Furukawa Takahuru, who finished it off. We got a lot of help from Oniyama Naoya, and great shooting out of the 22-year-old Iwata Ayumi, who I think really, early on, I thought he was the most impressive archer for Japan.
Absolutely, he came out shooting 10s.
And leading off.
Yeah. Yeah, he shot really, really good.
So an excellent job by Mr. Iwata, Mr. Oniyama, and Mr. Furukawa as they're able to defeat Oh Jun-yuk, Kuban Chan, and Kim Woo-jin, an all-star lineup from Korea. But this time, Japan comes away with a win, and Japan completes a great week with their win over Canada, United States, Spain, and now Korea. And now the fans heading for lunch as well. After a great morning of the team competition here in Shanghai. But before we go, we've got the presentation of the medals yet to come. And we will bring back the women first, as the medals will be handed out to the ladies who were able to come away victorious this morning in team competition. There's Katuna Lorig, and again, as we've said before, never tires of winning. It never gets old. Doesn't for the Koreans, nor the Germans. And there's Professor Erdener, who is the president of World Archery and has overseen the great, tremendous growth that's been experienced in this sport over the last 10 years. How far it has come, as we are now in our 10th season of the World Cup campaign. Juan Carlos Holgado also gets a great deal of credit for putting this World Cup tour together and making it work.
Yeah. The way the sport changed as soon as we started having the World Cups, and that's down to those two people mostly. And I think archery is a much better, much more publicised sport because of it.
Of course, Dr. Erdner very proud of the Excellence Center that's under construction outside of Lausanne. One of many great facilities that have been built in just the past few years, the Physics Center in Korea. Of course, the Easton Center in Salt Lake City, Utah in the United States. Great facilities in Yankton as well as down in Florida in the Gainesville area. Part of the reason the United States is on the podium right now. Lenola Pritchard, Ariel Gibelaro, and Katuna Lorig accepting their bronze medals here. The United States facing Japan, jumping out to a 2-0 start. He was tied at 2-all after the second set. But the USA regrouped, moved ahead 4-2 in the third set, and then won the match 6-2 to claim the bronze medal. And then in the women's gold medal match, it was Korea and Germany. And Korea dominant from start to finish. Maybe the most impressive team all week, really when you look at it, Naomi, they didn't drop a single set in the last 4 matches.
No, they didn't. They shot incredible.
6-0 over France, 6-0 over Vietnam, 6-zip over Japan, and then Korea comes here to the River Boulevard. And they do not drop a single set in this match as well, winning it 6-0 in straight sets.
Yeah, it almost seems too easy for them.
All that paying off. As Korea takes the top stand on the podium here to accept the gold medals. Choi Mi-soon, along with her young teammate Kang Chae-young, and of course the Olympic champion from 2012, Ki Bo-bae. Coming back, teaming up with the 2 youngsters to win the gold medal and complete a week of dominance by the Korean women. So with the flags fluttering in the background, the Koreans accept the gold medal, the silver goes to Germany, and the bronze to the United States.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to our athletes.
We will see all 3 of the Korean women coming up this afternoon in the mixed team matches as well as the individual matches, as they'll be back for more hardware competing against each other, which will be interesting to see. But a promising start on the season for the American team, the team that they will be taking to Copenhagen to try to qualify for the Olympics in Rio. They're committed to those 3 archers.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be a great experience for them. They're going to have confidence. And the same with the German team, because the German team has struggled to, they've not had a team at the Olympics since, I don't know, before 2004.
Been a while.
Yeah. So they're really hoping to have a full team at the Olympics in Rio next year.
So now we reset and we get set for the presentation of the medals to the gentlemen. Away victorious this morning in the men's bronze medal match. It was perhaps the most exciting match of the day. In fact, I don't think there's any doubt about that. Indonesia and Spain hooking up for the bronze medal. Indonesia jumping off to a 2-0 start in the first set, building that lead to 4-0. Spain won the third set, and then the fourth set, they tied it up, forced a tiebreaker, went to the shoot-off, and Indonesia able to rebound and come back. And the final shot by Hendra Purnama was a perfect 10, and 10 was enough to secure the victory for Indonesia and a bronze medal. So, big win for that country over Spain. Spain having a good week, surprising a few folks, raising a few eyebrows, getting to this match. But today, Indonesia standing about as tall as those skyscrapers here in Shanghai. Meanwhile, same is true for the team from Japan. Japan coming out, grabbing a 2-0 lead. Then, much to the surprise of yours truly and Naomi Folkard, they split the second set. We were under the impression that they had Korea had won that set.
Yeah, I don't know when that happened.
They snuck it by us. And then Japan able to close out Korea in the third set and win it 5-1. So an impressive display by Japan as well as Indonesia. Korea probably not as pleased with the performance. They expect to win gold every time out, but it's good to show the competition out there.
为我们颁发奖牌的是肖桂玉先生，上海市人民政府副秘书长。Medals were represented by Xiao Guiyu, Deputy Secretary.
And the local dignitaries from here in Shanghai in the Pudong district on hand to present the medals to the victors here in the gold and bronze medal matches.
Deputy Administrative Chef of Pudong New Area. 获得铜牌的是来自印度尼西亚的选手 ，Bronze medal representing Indonesia.
All the cameras and the smartphones trained on the team from Indonesia right now. Agatha, who will be in the gold medal match this afternoon, the 23-year-old, being joined on the podium by Hendra Purnama and Muhammad Hanif Vijaya. All three played their part. And each one of them came up with a big shot when they needed it.
Yeah, they shot good. They should be proud of themselves.
You can tell their national pride, have their flag up on the podium. And the three great archers from Korea. Not all that accustomed to being on that stand on the podium.
No, but it'll make them appreciate winning gold a little bit more, maybe.
Good point. Kim Woo-jin, Koo Ban-chan, and Oh Jun-yek. Gracious despite the setback, which came at the hands of a very, very good team that performed very well here on Sunday in Shanghai. Furukawa Takaharu, Oniyama Naoya, and Iwata Ayumi.
This is a team to watch in the future. See big things from them.
It really is. Mr. Furukawa is the old man in the group, 29 years of age. But so much experience, 3 Olympiads under his belt in Athens, Beijing, and London. And you could see that experience in the way he performed today.
Yes, you can, yeah.
Mr. Iwata, who led off for Japan and set the tone and came up with some great shots to get his team started. And there it is, the first place plaque here in Shanghai, and it belongs to Japan. Once again, congratulations to the men from Japan as they claim the gold medal here at Stage 1 in Shanghai. Korea takes the silver, and Indonesia very happy to take home the bronze medal from China. Carl Arche along with Naomi Fulcard of the GBR. And if you were shooting this afternoon, what would you take away from what you watched this morning, and what would help you get ready for this afternoon's individual medal matches?
I'd be prepared to, you know, with my spot for aiming off, and I'd adjust it quickly. You know, a lot of the teams we saw today, they did not adjust
quickly enough. So the wind, obviously, if the wind keeps up, and there's every reason to believe that it probably will as we're here along the river.
Yeah, there's all that open space coming down the river, and that's where the wind is coming from.
So the wind will be a factor this afternoon, but so will some excellent archers who are experienced enough, and you have shot enough in the wind that you should know by now, if you reach this level, how to make that adjustment.
Yeah, we know what to do. Yeah. And a lot of these athletes, that are shooting this afternoon, they've already shot here, so they know what the difference is between the training venue and the competition venue here.
That is a big advantage if you've been out before, isn't it?
It is a big advantage. Especially, I mean, there's some that are doing the mixed team and the individual who have already shot today, so I mean, that is a really big advantage.
So a lot of the great archers we've seen so far here in the first session on Sunday will be back this afternoon for even more in the mixed team and the bronze medal matches. As our eye in the sky, that's actually a drone that's owned by the Chinese Federation, I believe. Getting some great shots above this field of play here on the River Boulevard in Shanghai on an absolutely beautiful day here in May. Mother's Day around the world, so we want to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day.
For my mother, it was in March.
Oh, was it in March?
But okay, happy Mother's Day for the others.
Well, I know I ordered the flowers for today. I know that much, so I think I'm safe. But we do want to wish everybody a very happy Mother's. If it's Mother's Day where you are in the world, or even if it's not, if it's Naomi's mother, we want to wish you a happy Mother's Day as well. Maybe a little bit late, but better late than never, right? Well, we'll be back in just a bit, right around 1400 hours, I believe, with the mixed team matches and the individual recurve bronze and gold medal matches. Kibobe, Aido Roman, Kim Woo-jin, Furukawa Takaharu, they'll all be center stage again here at Stage 4, the 2014 Archery World Cup, coming to you live from the River Boulevard in Shanghai. For Naomi Fulcard, and thanks again, Naomi, for joining us. Always enjoy it. It's always a good time.
Thanks
we appreciate that for your expert analysis. I'm Carl Arche saying so long for just a little while. We'll see you again soon for more live coverage on TV. Back in a bit.